Hi, this is Largemouth Tube. Today on Call of the Wild the Angler, we're going float fishing for the first time. Now, first of all, see this notice board in front of me? This is like where you get tutorials and stuff and learn how to do certain types of fishing. So we're going to do float fishing tutorial first, so we know how to catch fish with the float. So here we go. Should be straightforward. The ones I've done up to yet are really simple, very clear. Well laid out. So we've got to go to the jetty. Now, one of the main reasons I want to do float fishing today is because there's a pike. I keep seeing this pike every time I play the game. It just swims by like almost waving, teasing me, and I love pike. So we're going to try and get him today, or at least get a pike. So we're going to learn how to float fish off this platform. Should be pretty simple and won't take too long. Then we can get into the fishing. So equip your rod. This is like the starter rod you get when you're a beginner to start the game. You're not going to catch many big fish on this, and trust me, I hooked a whale on this yesterday and no chance. Literally stripped all my line off my rod and I went and upgraded straight away then. So there we go. So hook depth. So as you can see, you can set the depth of the float, the hook to the float, I should say. So there you go, whip point, 20 meters, and it's easy. You just press ZX and go up and down to get the right depth. Now, certain fish in real life will sit at certain depths, depending on the time of day, depending what kind of fish they are. So catfish like to be on the bottom, for example. Pike can be on the bottom sometimes. It depends what they're up to. If they're resting, they'll be like resting in sort of shallows or eddies. Eddies is like, imagine on a basin there's like a side bit of it at the main current, but they're just waiting to ambush food, so they might be lying down like that. So depth is very important in fishing. So we just got to catch a fish. I'm sure we'll catch something small. We're in on a small bait hook and that, and there you go, straight away. Probably a little perch or a little bass. There seems to be quite a few of them in this area. There we go. Little yellow perch. So that's basically the tutorial done for float fishing, which is good. You learn the basics and all you need to know. So here we go. I've been back to the shop. I've upgraded my gear so we can catch some decent sized fish now on the float. We'll go over what I'm using. So rods, that's my float rod. So you click on that slot and here we go. So we've got the Nexus float rod. Got this reel, this line, this float, size 6 hook and leeches. Thanks to Largemouth Gaming for the hook size tips, because it does really help. You've got to match a hook to your baits basically, and I was trying what it was saying in like where you buy whatever bait for whatever hook, and I wasn't getting anything, and then Lag says put a 6 on, and I put a 6 on, and you'll see in a minute. It's absolutely brilliant with these leeches. We'll have to try minnows as well and some of the other baits. I can see something's coming in already. I think it's a bass. But I seen the pike literally looking straight down. It comes straight to the top of water, like looks at me, and then it goes down. So what we got now? So this is quite heavy gear. You want to match your rod, line and reel to what you're fishing for, right? It makes a lot of difference. So we've got a small mouth bass. Now I think some of these go to different sizes, don't they? I think you got normal bass, and then you got like small mouth bass. Different sizes what they can go to. Drop in the comments if you're bass fishermen. I want to know about that. I know a bit about them, but we don't really fish for bass or have them much in England and UK. But I know in America, obviously, it's one of your main lure fishing sport fish. So first fish on the new setup. But what I want is a pike. Now the pike is supposed to take minnows, leeches, a few different things. I was trying with lures here, but all I was getting was bass, and I just wasn't getting a pike. And like I say, I've seen it quite a few times now. It looks quite a decent size as well. So if we can catch a pike today in this area, I'm going to be very happy. But this is literally behind the shop, so to get started off, get money to get new equipment, come down here. There's a lot of fish down here, and some are decent. They're not just all small. Now the first day I started playing, what I mainly did was I went out and unlocked all the areas, like outposts, lookout points. Then I started fishing. I only had beginner's gear and I struggled for quite a few hours, and over the last few days I've gradually got it together, worked out what works. The content creators have been sharing little tips with each other as well, so we're helping each other out along the way, and we're starting to get quite a few fish. It's a lot of fun, the game. I'm really enjoying it, and as I progress more, it should get even more fun. But hopefully this is a pike. What have we got? Come on, Mr. Pike. Come on. Is it a pike? It's fighting harder than normal, and this is quite heavy gear. It's not very often it goes red. We've got summer. That's why it's a channel catfish. So there we go. That's my first one, and it's a gold channel catfish. We're very happy with that. They're supposed to taste really nice, aren't they? I haven't tried them, but I would do. But there we go. They go up to diamond, the fish species. That's the top trophy. But that is a gold channel catfish, and that's the first one. So literally behind the shop, that's where I am, at the docks. I love how I said docks and then you hear ducks in the background. Flying out the water as well. So lots of fish in this area, but we still hasn't found Mr. Pike. Come on. It's going to be one of those fish that I keep seeing, like, he's going to be like a friend in you. Get in the boat in the morning to go fishing, it'll be there waving at me. I am going to catch a pike today. It is decided. Right. What's next? So that's the thing, you've got to explore all the waters, the lakes, try and find the best areas, and there's a lot of areas to check. So it's going to take you a long time, but it's going to be fun exploring and finding out what works the best. So I'm sure there'll be lots of guides in the making soon. At the minute I'm learning myself, just a beginner. I just want to see it pop up again in front of me, and then we'll just draw it over it. I ain't seen it today. He knows I'm coming for it. He's in hiding. Well, it's actually, it would be a she actually. It's a pike. Female pike are bigger than males. A lot bigger. Males only normally go to like jack size, whereas females go, well, 60, 70 pound they can in sometimes, in some extreme locations. What is that there? I see something big there. Is that a pike? It don't look like a pike. I thought it was a carp at first. I think it's another catfish. So, we learnt a new catfish place. 2 golds as well. So good money XP. And a good looking catfish. But no pike. So, we're getting lots of fish. Good XP, good money. What should we buy next? What is your favourite thing you've seen up to yet, or do you want to see for Colour Wild the Angler? Drop it in the comments. I'll try and make it happen. Comments are normally what I'll do next. I think I'm going to try somewhere else. Just move around the jetty and let's have a go in here. Now, pike in real life, when they're in the shadows like this, they'll look for cover. They'll be around like this posts, underneath, lying near this dock. They love like being in stealthy places, ready to pounce. So hopefully we can lure one out. But yeah, these leeches are absolutely amazing. There we go, what we got now? What have we got here? It's a bass. Quite a nice one. Silver. So yeah, you've got largemouth bass and you've got smallmouth bass. That's what I was asking earlier. Right, what's that here? So we're just going to experiment, see what we can find. It's my first time fishing off here with float and that. I normally just try near that where I was first standing. What is that? And I've just been lure fishing with the spinnerbait. And I think we've got our first small jack pike. We have. They exist. That's not the one I've seen, but we've got a northern pike, so I'm happy now. It's only a baby. Look at that. That one I've seen, I'll eat that whole in one go. Used to know a guy used to use like pike like that as the actual live bait for the big ones, like £2, £3 fish. But the big fish, 20 pounders and that, they'll swallow that, no problem. Even 5, 6, 7 pounders. So we have got our first northern pike. I'm gonna try on that post. Should we try there? But yeah, leeches are working really well. I've got minnows. I've got like lobworms, a few different baits now to try, so we'll experiment and try different things in each video, see what we can find, locate, see if we get any trophy fish. As I've started to do with Way of the Hunter now, I'm just casually playing. I'm not burnt out with grinding, but I just want to have fun with games again, do you know what I mean? Just grinding constantly isn't fun. So I'm just starting to have fun myself now and enjoying myself. I'm just doing just the natural content you can see. So if I make mistakes, I'll make mistakes. They're not being edited out. You can see them, have a laugh. Take the mickey if you want, I don't mind. But we're just going to have fun now. We'll get trophy animals along the way as well, or trophy fish. They'll come regardless. I'm not burning myself out just to make content. It's not fun. If you ask the other content creators, they'll probably tell you the same, to be honest. Right, what are we gonna get now? Come on. Fishy, fishy. If you fish in real life, what's your favourite fishing? Drop it in the comments. What would you like to see come to Caught a Wild Angler that isn't already in the game? Drop that in the comments. Top 3 things that's not in at the moment but you'd like to see in the future. It can be maps, it can be types of fishing, whatever you want. Top 3 requests you'd like to see. The Hunter team, they always do long-term support for the games, so I expect this to do the same. And just look at Call of Wild and how much has come out for it. Look at Classic, how much has come out for it. Now we've got this. So imagine this in 5 years' time, what you could have, for example. And just look at Call of Wild. You could have a lot of content, and that makes me very happy just even thinking about what could come to the game. But it's a good core game for a start, so they've got a good base to work from. Big chunky bass come up there. I might actually try and catch that. It looks quite decent. He's actually going over to my bait. If I just draw my float in a little bit, maybe he'll take it. Still waiting for my first diamond. Yeah, he's mocking me now. I was hoping there'd be another pike or something on that post, but that bass is sort of teasing me now, so we'll try and get him. Come on. You want to be caught. There's the bait. Is he going to take it? I think he is. Yes. Silly boy. So, we've got a nice bass here. That is a chunky one, look. Gold. Good looking bass. You wonder what that thing is on my chest going up and down? It's a shadow bug. And it's showing me like my arm reeling on my chest. They know about it and that'll be sorted soon. Remember, this is before release as well. So we've leveled up. Getting up the ranks a bit. Do an underarm cast out here. See what we can get. But as you can see, right behind the shop, go down to this jetty, the docks, and you get lots of action. Try and match your gear though, as I said, to what you're trying to fish for. I've got really heavy gear on here, that's why I'm swinging stuff in. It's because I've been going for like monster trout and other big animals, fish even. But yeah, for some of these smaller fish it's way too strong. You'll get tweaks and things sorted out as the game progresses anyway, and better balanced. But yeah, what I've got on is really too strong for the small stuff I'm pulling out. So there we go, another largemouth bass. So the bass people will be happy because there's lots of them in here. You can catch them on lures. The spinner bait is deadly. It's so good, it's unreal. And you get that by default, but you catch a lot of fish on that. But this float fishing is working well. I do a lot of float fishing myself for carp and a lot of coarse fishing species. It is very popular. You want to know the release date is August the 31st on PC for Caught a Wild the Angler. Consoles to follow. There's no date yet for that, when they're going to come out, but I'll let you know as soon as I can. As soon as I get the info, you'll hear about it. But yeah, PC Caught a Wild the Angler releases on 31st of August. So I've seen the pike here, but we've not caught him yet. I wonder if it's just like they come here some days, not some days. Be interesting to work that out, find out. I know there is a very big pike in this area, so fingers crossed we get him at some point, or another good one at some other location. I think what I'll do is I'll give it a minute or so, and then we'll swap to a different location, see if we can get another pike before the end of the video. Be nice to get a big one, but if we don't, we don't. That's fishing. Some days you go, you get nothing, sit there all day, and sometimes you go and it's the best day you've ever fished. That is the truth. You'll often have more bad days than you'll have good ones, but it's fun, it's calm, nice and chilled. Like I say, this is perfect for later in the day when you want to chill out, maybe been to work, have a few hours on this, or chill with mates, multiplayer, have a beer, have a laugh, do whatever you want to do, but just have fun really. That's the thing with video games, make them fun, have fun. Right, let's try off here. Who's doing the tutorial? Let's see if there's any pike in this location. It looks like a good area for pike, a little bit shallow, a lot of weed, areas for them to hide, come in and stalk, hunt small prey fish, because they will follow shoals of fish. But let's have a look, see what we can get. Is that a fish? I can see something farther out, but it's hard to see. Interested on the boats for the pike, see how that'll work. How deep some of the lakes go. Some are really deep as well. What lurks beneath? Hey up, what we got now? I've got summit. He's fighting a bit different. I think that's a pike. Oh my, gotta watch that. Has the line gone round there? No, it hasn't. I had a fish snap earlier, really big trout, and it went over some rocks and it snapped me, but it was really big. But we have got, and he's giving it some, even on light gear, and it's not a big pike, it's only a small one. He's giving it some welly. It's the best one we've had, so I'm happy about that. So I'm Robert Tube. Today we've been first time float fishing on Caught a Wild the Angler. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to YouTube channels, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.